Hello and welcome to Raab Journal. I am Calvin Raab. And also, welcome to the very first episode of this Stash series. So essentially what this Stash series is the idea is twofold. Firstly, you're going to learn all about the Stash investing app, the ins and the outs of it. You'll learn about how it works for both short term and long term, setting up a portfolio. And within a couple episodes, you will be absolute experts on how the Stash investing app works. But secondly, the idea behind this is to learn about the stock market. By going back to my Stash portfolio every episode, we'll look over the winners and the losers of the stock market at that time. I'll do kind of a market overview based on my Stash portfolio, and then we'll usually end it out by investing in a few more ETFs within Stash that I believe will do well in the upcoming future. So this is a series that I've been looking forward to making ever since I came up with the idea. So without further ado, let's begin. Let's head on over to the Stash app and let's get started. All right, now we've made it to my portfolio sort of overview. As you can see, we got enough Stash cash in here, 190 bucks, so we're gonna wanna start investing. And in that intro, kind of what I touched upon was I wanna use this series to really get a good market overview every single episode. So the way that you do that is you have to have a very diverse portfolio that really touches upon every field within the stock market. And after thinking about it, how I wanted to invest, there was really only one idea that I could come to, and that was to invest in every single ETF inside of Stash. And that, even though it sounds a little crazy, is exactly what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be investing in all 36 ETFs available to me within my moderate risk Stash account. So as I do this, I'm going to start talking a little bit why I'm doing that and go into a little bit of detail about each one, but this video shouldn't be too long. So all we're going to do is put $5 into each one. Yes, that may seem like a very small amount, but through each episode we'll be growing and it'll be fun to watch them all. So let's start investing. Here we are. We're going to start with the I Believe, and we're just going to go one by one. We're going to start with clean and green, and it's good. You guys can see how to really invest in it. Add to my portfolio, please. As I said, we're just going to put $5 into each one. Click next. We're just doing this once. And I think I put in 190 bucks into Stash cash, as you guys had seen earlier, and then that's where we're going to do it. Although I could use my bank account, we're just going to use Stash cash. So let's confirm purchase. All right, so we're just going to go through here. Clean and green's a good one. Good ETF, it's got some big ones in there. Up next, Data Defenders. And then one thing I do want to preface is, this is not something I recommend. I don't recommend doing this for your own portfolio. You would definitely want to just choose not all 36, because not all of these will do well, and I don't think a lot of them will. I can probably point out a few, and I'll talk about a few that I personally don't think will do that great in the upcoming future. But the reason I'm doing this is more to get a full overview of the entire market. If I weren't making this video series, I wouldn't be doing this. I would just invest in a few, as I'll talk about, a few of my favorites. But it's good, through doing this, we'll be able to see what all goes up and what all goes down, so it should be good. Hey guys, so I'm editing this video right now, and I just realized if I don't cut this down, it is going to be very, very long. So in some parts I am going to fast forward, play a little bit of music, that way this video isn't a million hours long. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. Robots Rising. This is one of my favorite ones that in the upcoming episodes of the Stash series, I do believe we're putting lots of money in here because you even got the big guys inside here. Yeah, I mean, even if just one of these, it'd be cool if they had like a chip company that would, I think they got a couple in here. But this will definitely be one that we will be making further investments in and I will talk upon because I really do think that is the future. Water the World. Oh yeah, I looked at this one. This is funny. I always talk about investing in life's essentials, and I didn't think that there'd be a whole just water ETF. I think that's pretty cool. And there aren't that many companies doing it, I don't think. I feel like the water industry is nearly impossible to break into. So let's buy the aggressive mix. I think the aggressive mix just shows how cool diversification really is, because if you look at the overview for the aggressive mix, it's labeled as a moderate risk level, even though it's an aggressive portfolio. So it shows that despite the companies being aggressive, when you diversify to this extent, it then becomes a moderate risk company. And I think that is pretty neat, and it shows how the stock market really works. But no, it's definitely, look at markets outside of the United States. I should have mentioned that in my video I did about how to evade a sort of stock market recession, because if you look at other economies and how they did in 2008, some did quite well. They weren't really hit by our recession. Uncle Sam, alright. Betting on the US government, huh? Yeah, I don't know about that debt. Oh, man. It's the one thing that really worries me. I mean, we're $18 trillion in debt, and if you know, I'm big into politics, so I follow everything, and I just don't see in the coming future any plan to try to take that debt away or really take a chunk out of it. So I think that could be a big problem in the future if the U.S. government gets to a point where they admit, look, we can't pay it back. I think that would definitely bring on a recession. Okay, so I think we just invested in every single one here, put $5 in. I'm very excited to really kick this series off. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. Keep checking back to it. And if you guys are wondering, I do have an overview of review, a different video for that. I will leave a link in the description to that video where I go in depth in my real thoughts on Stash, how it compares to a few other guys. I know a lot of people are using Robinhood and Acorns, and I use those too, and I was able to really compare and contrast the two. Thank you very much for really sticking around. I know this wasn't too eventful, but I hope you enjoyed a little bit of commentary I had along the way. There's a lot of ideas for this, and I want to hear what you guys think. I think a lot of you guys are using Stash. Let me know some of the success stories, or maybe not. What hasn't worked well, which ETFs you recommend, because I do listen to all you guys. I read all your comments, and I'm excited. As always, this has been Calvin Raab for Raab Journal, and I'll see you soon.